want to introduce you to Lou Jasikoff from the Libertarian Party of Northeastern Pennsylvania. He's the chair. Hi, Lou.
Sue, how you doing?
I am doing very, very well, but we have some issues we want to discuss this morning on WILK involving your attempt to get your candidates on the ballot so that a third party can come along and challenge the establishment. And I think that that's a great topic. Why is the standard different for libertarians than it is for the traditional parties when one is running for election?
Well, obviously, the Republicans and Democrats over the years have made the rules, so those are the rules, and that's why there is probably a difference in the standard to get on the ballot. We don't have a primary system, as you know, and locally, I do not mind necessarily I find the whole petition process to be very invigorating. I do enjoy going out door to door. I enjoy getting signatures. I think it gives us an opportunity for people to put a name to a face. It gives us an opportunity to give a 30-second quick spot of what the Libertarian Party is all about. And I could tell you that things have changed. I ran years ago, and knocking on doors now, people know who we are. They've heard of the Libertarian Party, and we have some fantastic candidates, and we want to make sure that they get on the ballot.
Well, why should your candidates have to garner so many signatures above and beyond what the Democrat and Republican candidates have to? I don't know if you could give us a for instance, but I think that, what do they need, like 500 some, and you guys need over 1,000 in some cases?
We do. Locally, it's 500 for Tim Mullen, or approximately, I'm going to round it out, 500 for our state representatives, a little over 1,000 for our Senate candidates. Quite honestly, though, Sue, I don't mind that. I don't mind that so much because I do like the fact that, you know, you have to work to get on the ballot. You need to be a credible candidate to be on the ballot.
Yeah, but still, why should the standard be so much higher? I mean, Lou, that's my question. And you say, well, because they're the rule makers and they've made the rules. But even when you gather all these signatures, do you feel that perhaps the signatures will be challenged? And are you doing something to make sure that everybody's...
That's where the rub comes in.
Yeah.
Okay, that's where the real rub comes in, and that's one of the reasons why we sent you and sent all the media today a ballot initiative challenge, and we're going to challenge all the candidates that are running within the districts that we're running, specifically John Udicek, Steve Urban, Phyllis Monday, Bill Goldsworthy, Rick Arnold, Gerald Mullery, Dan Ray, and David Millard to sign our petition. We want to get them on record and to know exactly where they stand and if we have a right to be on the ballot. I mean, one of the things that I do enjoy going door to door is I have an opportunity to explain to people what this whole petition process is about. Later on today, we're going to be in West Pittston collecting signatures, and anybody over there, if we knock on your door, it gives us an opportunity to tell them that this is not an endorsement. It's just the ability to be allowed to be on the ballot. We have men and women dying in Iraq so they could have free elections there. Should we have to fight tooth and nail to get on the ballot here? And that's what I want these current legislators to get on, sign on the dotted line and see exactly where they stand, because as we move forward, this is going to be a campaign issue for us.
Okay. So you're looking for the candidates that are the established party candidates to actually sign your petitions. Now, what would be their motivation to do that?
Well, their motivation might be none. They might just come out and say that they don't want us on the ballot. But then, you know as well as I do, every time these candidates or Republican or Democrat or in the news are asked about third-party candidates, they always say, well, you should be on the ballot. You should be allowed to be on the ballot. Well, let's just see. If you actually believe that, let's sign on the line. And then if you don't, which is fine too. Mm-hmm. At least we know where you stand going in, because you're the people that are actually making the rules and regulations of what we need to adhere to as we move forward.